cool if you could actually play as an iconic Blizzard character like Zeratul and square off with the Blade Master. Or who wouldn't love a fight between Kerrigan and Sylvanas? It's kind of like Super Smash Bros. Or Marvel vs. Capcom in this regard. You actually get to play as the characters that you've gotten to know and love over the years. We've got, real quick here, a short little video showing our new hero selection screen that we created entirely using trigger dialogues. Check it out. We've got 12 heroes so far that you can play. In this screen, we'll show you a little description of them. It will show you stat bars, so you get kind of an idea of what they're all about. And it will also show you who has picked which hero, not only on your team, but also on the enemy teams as well. And again, let me say this entire screen was done using our trigger dialogue system. So everything you see up there, you can absolutely put in your own custom maps. And that's actually true with everything that we've created for Blizzard DotA. The heroes, the new spell effects, new icons, new doodads, everything we've made, you guys will all have access to and be able to use in your own maps. So perhaps even more exciting for us than releasing Blizzard DotA is seeing what you guys will actually go out and create. Now, it wasn't just me that was creating Blizzard DotA. There was a whole bunch of people that helped out. There was, artists, programmers, QA. I mean, a truly enormous number of people came together to help bring this map to life. And with all of those hands on the map, there was a lot of feedback. I mean, an absolutely enormous amount of feedback that was given. Everyone had something, that they wanted to say. Oftentimes it was worded nicely, but sometimes it was actually quite harsh. But there's something that I want you guys to, to take back with you about feedback. Anytime someone's giving you feedback, about anything, they're doing it because they care about your map. Otherwise, they just stop playing and never look back. But they're taking the time to give you feedback. So it's a really great opportunity for you to improve your map. And to be sure, it can be quite overwhelming at times, especially if you've got a map that's starting to get popular. But, it's really the key to everything. Taking people's feedback, taking their comments seriously, and iterating on your map. If you can keep doing this, then before you know it, you'll have a really fun, really cool, really polished map to show for your efforts. Finally, I want to remind everyone that what you see here at BlizzCon of Blizzard DotA, it's just a preview. We're still very much hard at work on this map. We're continuing to create lots of new heroes, add new features, and work on improving the balance. In fact, we're learning a ton just from watching you guys play it here at BlizzCon. It's actually really exciting for us because we really care about feedback from the community and what you guys think. Now I'd like to turn it over to Justin Clinshew, our resident data specialist on the panel, to talk about the data editor.
Thanks, Matt. I'm Justin Clinshew. I'm one of 4 data specialists on the StarCraft 2 team. The job of the data specialist is to take all the ability and unit ideas that designers come up with, bring them to life using the functionality provided by the programmers, and then hook it up to the assets made by the artists. And we do all of this using the same editor that you guys have at home. One of the great features of our StarCraft 2 engine is the actor system, which allows you to modify and combine art assets. This is incredibly useful to us when we're trying out new ideas for units and abilities. For instance, when Rich started working on Left to Die, he asked me to set up some units that worked like the zombies in Left 4 Dead. Like Matt was saying earlier, it's really important to prove the fun first. So rather than go to the artists and have them spend all this time working on art for units that we didn't even know would work yet, I was able to just grab art that was already existed in the game and tweak it a little using Actor, just enough to convey the concepts behind these units. Then, once we knew the fun was there, then we could show the artist something tangible in game, and this gives them a much better idea of what the requirements are for the art than just simply describing the unit to them. Another great advantage of Actor is if you don't have the time or resources to create your own assets, you can use the data and triggers to transmute the assets we provide for you into something new and unique. What I want to show you are some things that you may not have thought possible in StarCraft 2. All of these videos were captured from maps that I set up using the same editor and assets that you have at home. One of the easiest ways to customize art for your mod is to use tint color. Here's a unit I set up that I like to call the Rainbow Archon. He's set up to constantly cycle his tint color, and also his portrait is doing the same thing because it's running off the same actor messages the unit is. He's also got a chain lightning attack that has a different color for each jump. And you'll notice that his main attack beam is also cycling color in sync with the unit. And he can do this. Another awesome tool for creating great visuals is the missile mover system. One of the underused features of this system is something called Power Slide, which allows you to configure missiles that will drift when making sharp turns, kind of like a race car. I configured these missiles so that they can only turn slowly at first, which allows them to be juked by their fast-moving targets. And I think this really shows off the Power Slide. The mover system is so dynamic that you can even use it to make effects that don't even look like missiles. We really love playing all the maps you guys make, and we can't wait to see what you'll come up with next. It's important for you guys to have the best possible tools, and that's why the custom maps forum is so important to us. It lets us know what you guys need. One of the things that we saw people asking for a lot on this forum was the ability to track the mouse position through triggers. Currently, when a player clicks the mouse button, you can get coordinates, but that's not enough to do things like Diablo-style movement, where you want a player to hold the mouse button down and have their character move in the direction of the cursor. Or another case might be if you want to set up a turret that tracks the mouse position. Well, we've managed to implement this feature, and you'll be able to use it as soon as 1.2.0 goes live. Here's one last video to show off this new feature in action. As you can see, I've set up this immortal so that his turret tracks the mouse. When you hold down the left mouse button, he'll fire, and I also set him up to move using WASD. I think the combination of these two makes for some interesting gameplay.
So that's it for the StarCraft 2 custom apps and editor discussion panel. Now we're fielding questions.